When Tiger Woods went in for his seventh back surgery, even experienced specialists were doubtful about his future. Gavin Rututaj, a spine expert with over 3 decades of experience treating severe back injuries, said he couldn't see a way out for Tiger. That statement carried weight. This was a man who had seen it all. Doctors discovered a collapsed disc, loose fragments, and a dangerously compressed spinal canal. The procedure, known as a minimally invasive anterior lumbar interbody fusion, was performed by Dr. Shiraz Quresh in New York. Tiger confirmed afterward that the operation was a success and that it was the right choice for his health. But behind those words was a deeper truth. This surgery wasn't about chasing another trophy. It was about regaining something far more basic: the ability to live and move without constant, unbearable pain. Tiger's surgeon once said that when someone reaches the point of needing this kind of operation, it's usually because their quality of life has dropped so much they can't do the things they love anymore. Years ago, when Tiger was only on his 5th or 6th back surgery, experts already warned that once you have one disc operation, the odds of needing another increase sharply, especially with spinal fusion procedures. It creates a domino effect, and Tiger's case has now reached 7 surgeries. Even Tiger admitted he didn't expect his back to deteriorate the way it did, describing how painful it became toward the end of the year. Each surgery makes the next one more likely, and at this stage, his lower back has been reconstructed so many times that it's being held together by metal hardware and sheer determination, the same relentless drive that once made Tiger Woods the most dominant golfer in history is now what keeps him standing. He hasn't played in an official PGA Tour event since the 2024 Open at Royal Troon, where he missed the cut, and fans have been waiting to see if another comeback is possible. When asked if he still believes he can reach 18 major titles, Tiger admitted that he doesn't, but added that he hasn't stopped believing he can win more. Yet this comeback feels different. In March, he tore his left Achilles tendon while training at home, an injury that would sideline most athletes for an entire season. For Tiger, it was just another entry on a long list of physical battles. Before the Achilles tear, he underwent another back surgery in 2024 to relieve nerve pressure, and before that came the 2021 car accident that almost cost him his leg. His body has endured years of punishment, each injury adding to a growing history of pain and perseverance. Years of surgeries, torn muscles, broken bones, and endless rehab sessions have taken their toll on Tiger Woods. Each season seems to bring a new setback, raising doubts about whether he can ever compete at the top again. His 2019 Masters win was meant to be the perfect ending, a comeback that silenced critics after years of scandal, injury, and personal struggle. That victory, capped by the image of his son leaping into his arms, moved millions around the world, even those who never watched golf. But since then, the decline has been harsh. The same body that powered him to 15 major titles now fights against him with every swing. What was once dominance has become survival, each round a battle to simply finish 18 holes. At the 2022 Open at St. Andrews, the emotion was raw as he crossed the Swilcan Bridge. Many thought that moment should have been his farewell, a graceful final wave to the crowd, marking the end of an extraordinary career. But Tiger Woods has never been the type to let others decide when his story ends. He's always called his own shots, through triumphs and through pain. Yet now, reality is catching up. He turns 50 at the end of this year, an age when most golfers move to the senior tour, where carts are allowed and the pressure is lighter. For Tiger, that feels like surrender, not transition. He wasn't even listed for the Hero World Challenge, the event he hosts in the Bahamas. If he can't play in his own tournament, it raises real doubts about whether he'll ever return to top-level competition. There's been no comeback timetable, no hopeful talk of next season, just silence and the occasional update about another surgery or setback. The emotional strain has been just as heavy. Earlier this year, he withdrew from the Genesis Invitational, another tournament he runs following the passing of his mother. Between grief and constant pain, the weight has become nearly unbearable. For decades, Tiger was the heartbeat of golf, the player who made every tournament feel electric. Now, that same engine is running on sheer will. When Tiger Woods played, TV ratings skyrocketed. Sponsors lined up, and even people who'd never watched golf tuned in just to see him. The sport thrived on his presence, but it also became dependent on it. Every other story faded into the background. Now golf has evolved. Rory McIlroy's Masters win this year proved the game can stand strong without Tiger. New stars have emerged, and the PGA Tour keeps moving forward. Yet every whisper of a Tiger comeback still dominates headlines. Fans and media alike rush to ask, will he play? How does he look? Is this the moment? It's become exhausting, and maybe it's time to accept reality. Not because Tiger isn't a legend, he always will be, but because watching him struggle through pain just to walk, let alone compete, is difficult to witness. When spine specialist Dr. Gavin Rutledge said years ago that he couldn't see a way out for Tiger, it was before the Achilles tear, before surgery number 7, before the scans showed collapsed discs and canal damage. If there wasn't hope then, what's different now? Tiger has defied odds before. The 2019 Masters proved that. But at some point, even legends face limits. Tiger Woods has spent his entire career proving people wrong, but this time feels different. This isn't about shaking off one injury or rebounding from a scandal. It's about a body that's endured too much for too long. Surgeons can repair and stabilize, but they can't undo decades of wear from being one of the most driven athletes ever. Tiger's story has always been defined by determination and resilience, by his refusal to stay down no matter what. But even that has limits, and it seems he may be reaching them now. The question everyone avoids asking is the hardest one. Will Tiger ever compete again? Or is this truly the end? Because if his body won't let him return, then the golf world must face a truth it's resisted for years. The Tiger Woods era has finally come to an end.